Stop! That's so funny! I can totally see Conrad throwing his hammer down, sprinting towards the barn like a rabbit, yelling, "What is happening? Who is screaming like that?" Hey everyone, and welcome. Our first topic for today is none other than how long Gen 3 horses have actually been living on the island of Jorvik.
Wow, Nova, that's an exciting topic. It's such a game changer because, honestly, you had to be a real genius to tell the first generation horses apart from each other. I loved them, but it's so much better now that we have such beautiful horses, at least in my opinion.
Don't even get me started. Foolish as I was, I spent so much star coins on those old horses back then. Even though their movements were stiff as a board, I kept buying more. I really loved them anyway, but now they're mostly just resting in my stable, poor things.
Well, I don't think you mind it that much that they're just resting.
Shh, don't ruin the moment, Waverly.
Sorry, but it's true. All right then, don't hold back. Let me hear the dates and the models. They can't be that old, right? Just a couple of years?
Oh, just you wait until the end. Let's start. The Lusitano, which I think brought a serious graphical upgrade, came out in 2018. Now, that's something.
Say what? No way! That model is 8 years old? I remember when they came out, I found them exceptionally beautiful and bought one immediately because they were completely different from their predecessors. They actually looked like horses. Their gaits were much cleaner, the mane moved more realistically, and overall you just looked at them and felt that this was a big deal. So many people loved them and bought multiple ones. They became club horses, heavily used in role plays. I admit I still take mine out sometimes.
Yeah, I agree with you. This model was truly a massive hit. Waverly, how about we rate them? Where would you score them right now on a scale of 1 to 5? 1 means it's not the best and you'd rather skip it, and 5 means it's still perfection to this day.
Sure, why not? Well, since I think it's a genuinely good model, though not necessarily the best, I'll give it a solid 3.5. It brought a real change to Jorvik horsemanship, and even though it's been in the game for a while, I still see the charm in it. What about you?
I used to love it back in the day because it truly marked a huge shift, and riding it felt like a total blessing. But unfortunately, it has dropped out of my rotation. I think I'm going to be the mean one here. For me, it sits somewhere between a 1 and 1.5.
Wow, you really are being mean today. I wouldn't have thought it ranked so low for you. Poor thing. Do you guys think it deserves such a low score, or do you side with me and think it deserves more? Let us know in the comments.
Let's move right along. Our next victim is the Jorvik Pony, also from 2018.
Ponies. I'm rating this one super low. I really don't like it. 1.5 max.
Well, you kept that short and sweet.
You know how I feel about ponies. They are just not my cup of tea. I appreciate the hard work put into them, but unfortunately, they weren't made for me. Though when it came out, it was a huge hit too. Maybe partly because of the price. Was it 350 or 450 star coins? I can't remember exactly.
I don't remember either, but I bought one too. I took the pony race quite seriously back then, wanting to repeat it daily, and honestly, you just had to ride the vibe. But despite that, 1.5 is the absolute maximum I can give it, poor little pony.
I guess we settled that one. Crickets, crickets. Maybe let's break the awkward silence with the next model?
Yeah, let's do that. The Kenner 2019. I won't say a word.
Oh, I know you love this model and still look at it because you think it looks good.
Yeah, I like it. When it first dropped, I bought quite a few. I liked it back then too, although I think it's been a divisive topic since day one. I often read in the chat that people don't understand why anyone likes it because it just looks like the starter horse. Truth be told, I rarely see other people riding it nowadays, so I don't know.
That's one way to look at it, Nova, but I'm only giving it a 2.
You are quite merciful today. It gets a 3 from me. Next up, the Clydesdale, also 2019.
Those are beautiful. But wow, I wouldn't have guessed they've been around for 7 years already. How time flies, oh my goodness. I like them. They are very heavy-footed. You can really feel their weight, and they have nice, thick ground covering movements. Granted, they aren't as stunning as the Brabant, but the whole model is decent. 4 points.
Jesus, what just happened? I'm actually touched. On behalf of all Clydesdales and their fans, Thank you for being so gentle with our souls. The big baby gets a 5 from me. You guys know that all heavy draft type horses are my weakness. Next one, the Akal Tick.
Oh my god, no. Let's not even talk about it. When it first came out, I liked it and found it pretty, but my opinion on it has shifted a bit since then. I really don't want to sound ungrateful or hurt anyone's feelings. I'm sure it's someone's favorite, but I can't give it more than a 2.5. Sorry, guys.
The thing is, I agree. I have to give it the exact same score. Although I think it looks nice from a distance, it's not my favorite either. I'd rather choose something else if I can. Yet, I bought several of them when they dropped, and to this day, I have no idea what kind of demon possessed me to do that. Obviously, I wouldn't trade them away since they are part of my character's story, but it's better to keep the peace. So they are perfectly fine living out in the pasture. All right, the Curly Horse, 2020.
Jesus, here we go. Can I give it a 0?
No, 1 is the minimum.
It hurts to say it. 1. Phew.
2.
2?
I'm giving it 2 points.
Did something possess you again, Nova? 2 points?
I think it's actually a little cute. I liked them when they came out. I think I even bought 2, but I'm not a huge fan anymore.
Oh boy, let's just move to the next one because I don't even know what to add to that.
Irish Cob, also 2020. I like them. Their movement is a bit clunky, but I think their appearance looks really good considering everything. You can definitely tell it's a bulkier model. Plus, it comes in quite a few colors. I'm giving it a 3.5.
This one is a bit tricky. I can actually agree with you, but even though the Clydesdale is older, I think it looks better. I'll give it a 3. That feels fair to me.
We are already getting close to the end, at least for this episode. Waverly, I think you shouldn't even say a word. The Knabstrupper, still 2020.
Oh yeah, the truth is this isn't my favorite model in the game either. But just so you can see how nice I can be, I'll give it a 2.5.
Wow, that's really generous of you. Personally, I find its face quite sweet and I think it turned out well for what it is. So I believe it fully deserves a 4.5.
I figured you'd be much kinder to this model than me, but I stand by my point. The Knabstrupper is just not my thing. Sorry, Team Knabstrupper. Nova, did you gather any more info for this episode, or was that the last one?
No, Waverly. I am about to introduce the final one to you. I'm a bit nervous, honestly, knowing your stance, but it is what it is. This was my choice for the grand finale. I hope that just this once, you might think differently.
Let's hear it. Don't keep us waiting, Nova. Let's just get it over with.
So be it. Still 2020, the American Quarter Horse.
Oh my god. This is unbelievable. Yet another breed that is completely outside my comfort zone. Despite the many colors, its movement never caught my attention. And its face, I don't know if I dare to say it, but well, I think it looks like a piggy face.
I knew you wouldn't be able to hold it in, Waverly. That's not even true. Its face is cute and the colors are gorgeous, all of them. I'm not a massive Western fan, but I think this horse turned out great. I bought several of them and I actually really like how it looks. But you guys decide. Do you think it has a piggy face or not? In light of this though, I am giving it a 5.
A bit high, don't you think? It only earned a 2 from me. Sorry, dear Western riders.
That was pretty mean. In any case, based on our scoring, here is your ranking from your most favorite to least popular. Clydesdale, Lusitano, Irish Cob, Knabstrupper, Akalteke, American Quarter, Trekhinner, Jorvik Pony, and finally, the Curly Horse.
I still think I was merciful in some places. After all, the whole point of this is to create a ranking based on my own opinion.
Exactly. Well, my ranking goes like this. Clydesdale, American Quarter, Knabstrupper, Irish Cob, Trekhinner, Akalteke, Curly Horse, Lusitano, and the Jorvik Pony. How would your list look? How many points would you have given to these breeds? If you enjoyed this little game, share it with us in the comments, and we will keep rating the rest of the breeds. Awesome, Waverly! Now that we've ranked just a few breeds, maybe we should look at what the rest of the players are ranking. After all, our opinion isn't the only one in Jorvik, even if it feels like it sometimes.
True that. I'm listening. What do you have for us? Some juicy stats?
Up next are the 2024 top 3 horse breeds that became absolute bestsellers in Jorvik. We previously looked at the 2025 top 3 in our very first episode, but now we're going back in time a bit to dig deeper. Let's see the candidates, because we have a lot to talk about.
Yes, I remember. That was interesting too because players have such different tastes, but in the end, the best ones always stand out, or at least the ones that were good enough to generate that much hype. Because we all know some breeds that completely flopped even though they were brand new at the time.
Yeah, unfortunately, there are quite a few of those, but let's not bury them just yet. Let's focus on the winning streak. Let's start with the third place. Honestly, I was a bit surprised by this one, but the Selle Français closes the lineup for now.
What?
You heard it right. It made the list again. It also received prestigious recognition among the 2025 favorites, keeping its reputation undefeated. I think it's safe to say I can already see it making the 2026 list too. Though, obviously, things would be more surprising if we weren't just bringing 3 breeds. But this makes it so much more exciting. Think about it. This horse generated such massive sales that people literally couldn't help themselves. They didn't just buy one. They went to the market and grabbed 2 or 3 different colors at once, because every single shade looked absolutely stunning in person.
Nice! Congratulations to this model, both to the owners and the creators. I agree that it rightfully earned its spot in the top 3 twice, because it's exceptionally well done. Its movement is unmatched. The looks and its whole character are really stunning. I like it. Yeah, I have to admit, it has a certain type of elegance that is quite rare.
I'm not even surprised you have a positive opinion about it. I think many of us feel the same way. I see it around the servers quite often. It's still highly popular. No matter where you go, Steve's, Moorland, or the championships, at least 3 Selle Français horses are bound to cross your path.
Now I'm really curious about the other 2 places. Don't keep me in suspense, Nova. Let's hear the second one.
Drum roll, please. The second place goes to the Arabian.
Wow, that's actually surprising to me. Though, to be fair, you still see them around a lot, but usually re-released over and over. I rarely see an untrained Arabian, and I think people really love using this breed as a club horse. It just somehow got stuck with that team spirit vibe.
And not the Selle Français?
Oh, definitely, them too. Probably even more, especially among the more serious, elegant-styled clubs.
To be honest, I think there's a club for literally every horse. Even for the strangest breeds, you can always find a dedicated group of people. By the way, let us know down below in the comments which breed you use in your club. Maybe it's the Selle Français, or is the Arabian the winner for you guys too? Or something completely different? I'm curious. Let's get that comment section rolling.
Anyway, I think as a model, the Arabian turned out great. Even though it's predictable that it's personally not my favorite either, the colors are quite nice, and I can definitely see that fiery presence in its movement, which characterizes hot-blooded horses. Naturally, keeping the breed's natural aggression within normal boundaries. Let's not even get into what they do to these horses in certain places in real life. So let's just say that in-game, it's well done, and overall, its presence is necessary. At least here, they are safe and beautiful.
You are being highly diplomatic today. Thank you for sharing your appreciation for the breed. I also think they are adorable to have around. I'm not a huge fan either, but they look good regardless, with their proud little walk, and the rearing animation is also nicely done. The way the horse takes a few steps while up. That specific animation has really great dynamics. But we have arrived at the winner, the absolute first place that completely took over Jorvik in 2024, the Belgian Warmblood.
Well, I mean, this breed doesn't look bad, but it didn't exactly blow me away either. I understand the hype, but somehow it just didn't click for me.
To be honest, I'm completely neutral about it too. I looked at it a few times, but I never felt that inner urge that I absolutely need one in my stable. I'll probably buy one eventually if I have too many star coins to spend, but for now, it's not my cup of tea. Plus, I don't really see it that often anymore compared to before. Maybe the hype died down a bit?
No, this one didn't click for me either. The atmosphere got a little quiet here, so I think we should just flip the page before it gets awkward. Like both of us sitting in front of the microphones just staring at each other going, well, it's good, but we don't want it.
It's not that awkward. Not everyone can like everything. That applies to everything, right? If everyone liked the exact same 3 horses, walking through Moorland would be incredibly boring. We need variety. So maybe let's bring out NIMF, our NPC is my friend segment, since we've completely run out of things to say about the Belgians.
All right, let's take a look at our current NIMF. Who is under the microscope today?
All right, guys, today Loretta is our main star. I just hope her ears aren't burning too much today.
Oh, they definitely are. But she can take it, though I doubt she can go 2 minutes without giving someone that signature icy stare of hers.
Why do I get the feeling, Waverly, that you wouldn't exactly be her best friend?
Personally, I don't really care about her, but let's be honest here. Over the years, the only time she was actually considered nice was when she wanted something and needed help getting it done.
Well, to be fair, she probably carries a lot of weight on her shoulders. She's pretty young in game, only 18 years old. A true local, born and raised right here in Moorland. And it's an open secret that Justin holds a very special place in her heart. Though she definitely goes overboard with the jealousy sometimes. Remember when she was completely convinced that we were trying to steal her precious crush? Honestly though, I'm not even sure if Justin thinks they're actually dating. From Loretta's side, it definitely feels like she's 100% convinced Justin will be her husband one day, and the father of her future kids.
Kids? No way. I think she's so obsessed with beating the bulldogs from Epona and climbing the equestrian ranks that she wouldn't dream of missing practice or races for a pregnancy. Plus, she just looks like the type of girl who wouldn't want to ruin her physique with that.
You might be right, but then again, if she's serious about Justin, she'll eventually be expected to provide some grandkids for Thomas and the family legacy.
Oh man, I would pay to see Jasper lecturing her about that. Can you imagine? Back in my day, a child was a blessing. For a horsewoman, a young rider is the greatest treasure. No races or bulldogs riffraff shall stand in the way of that. You shall not bring shame upon this family. I love Jasper.
Yes, that's perfect. I can literally picture it in my mind. Jasper standing there with his slouched back, that grumpy look on his face, and his voice echoing through all of Moorland. The horses throwing their heads up, pinning their ears, trying to figure out who's attacking. Meanwhile, Loretta is talking back to Jasper, and Jasper is lecturing Loretta about the true meaning of life.
And Thomas would just be standing there in complete silence, having given up on getting a word in, just waiting for it to be over. Maybe Conrad would even run over from the smithy because of all the noise, wondering what kind of tragedy just went down.
Stop, that's so funny. I can totally see Conrad throwing his hammer down, sprinting towards the barn like a rabbit, yelling, "What is happening? Who is screaming like that?"
Even Mrs. Holdsworth's bees would scatter. Honestly, I think Mrs. Holdsworth herself would lose her mind, turning pale as a ghost while walking over to see why everyone's causing such a scene on the property.
But wait, what about Tan? Do you think she'd join the fight?
I don't think so. For a while, she and Maya would probably try to tell Loretta and Jasper that this is totally unnecessary and that they could just talk it out calmly over a nice cup of tea.
Maya would probably run straight to the horses after a minute, just to check if they're all still in their stalls, mostly as an excuse to escape the drama.
And Tan would just stand helplessly next to Thomas going, "Oh no, this is awful. I can't even watch Loretta."
Yeah, I don't think they'd bury the hatchet anytime soon. Loretta would definitely give Jasper a run for his money. In a way, she'd be a mirror to him, treating him exactly the way Jasper used to treat Thomas back in the day.
Hey, they made up in the end too.
True, but it only took them like 20 years. But eventually, yeah. Though maybe Jasper learned his lesson and they wouldn't even fight that much. He'd just grumble a bit and accept that the world has changed. Either way, Loretta is a total icon, a true queen bee. But speaking of the club itself, honestly, what do you think about the Bobcat girls? Because in my opinion, the Bobcats are one of the strangest phenomena in all of Moorland. They're like an elite high school clique that somehow got lost on a horse farm. The Bobcats are basically Moorland's very own Mean Girls Club. They're highly fashion-minded, love criticizing others based on their looks or riding skills, and they constantly flex those iconic pink club jackets with the big BC logo emblazoned on the back.
Yes, the famous pink jacket with the BC lettering. But the funny thing is, while they look down on anyone who isn't wearing their exact outfit, once you get to know them through the quests, you realize they're actually just insecure teenagers. Do you remember when we first met them? Loretta literally treated us like mud scraped off her boots. Oh, are you that new girl? I hope you won't be underfoot and scare my horse, Bartok. That was pretty much her very first sentence to us.
And please, look at your outfit. It's so last year. Yes, absolutely. But that's exactly what makes this segment so exciting, because we get to see why they act this way. Loretta was born and raised in Moorland. This farm life is her entire world. When an outsider, meaning us, the players, steps in, and suddenly everyone is paying attention to us, her little local empire feels threatened. Her rudeness is actually just a defense mechanism.
A defense mechanism, sure, but she still keeps everyone on a very tight leash. Let's not forget that she runs those 2 races that go right across Nilmer's Highland. Those tracks are not easy. So as much as she is a snobbish drama queen, she has an incredible talent for riding and course design. Dressage is her specialty, which is widely known to be the most precise equestrian discipline. That requires massive self-discipline.
Exactly. And this is where we hit a massive mystery mentioned in her lore profile. Why does she hate the Bulldogs gang so intensely? Because if you think about it, where are the Bulldogs located? They aren't anywhere near here. They are all the way down south in Epona at New Hillcrest. That is a massive distance on the Jorvik map. Why is an 18-year-old girl from Moorland so hyperfixated on a gang from Epona?
Oh, wow, you're right. New Hillcrest is miles away, and the vibe down there is completely different. The members of the Bulldogs are total rebels, with a skater and biker kind of edge, riding around the cliffs in a lawless, carefree style. Loretta wants to see clean, elegant dressage, and on the other hand, you have the Bulldogs in New Hillcrest, acting wild, ignoring the rules, and probably laughing at the Bobcats' snobbish, bow-tied, pink BC jacket aesthetic. These 2 worlds literally crash into each other head-on.
Exactly. This isn't just simple teenage rivalry. It's a clash of 2 entirely different equestrian and social cultures. Loretta probably attended a major Jorvik-wide championship once, where the Bulldogs showed up in their dusty, messy gear, yet still took home the trophies with their effortless style. That must have absolutely infuriated her. I can literally picture her in her room, poking voodoo dolls styled after the Bulldogs logo while Tin nods along in approval.
That is an incredible mental image. But let's jump back for a moment to Loretta's favorite food, sushi.
Bonus points to her, great choice. Which kind do you think she gets?
Salmon, for sure. Gotta fuel that brain with omega-3s to stay on top of her racing game and down with the Bulldogs. The other day I was wondering, where does she even get sushi in Moorland? Because the closest place I can imagine selling something like that would be the Jorvik City Mall, or maybe some luxury restaurants around Governor's Fall. So Loretta either travels to the capital regularly just for food, or she makes Justin run errands as her delivery boy.
Wow, I actually pictured her more as a vegan, only eating avocado maki or nigiri. I can literally picture Justin sitting on his motorcycle, salmon maki platters packed in his backpack, trying to rush so the ice packs don't melt, while Loretta is checking her watch at home with her 4 almonds in hand.
You think she skips out on protein?
Maybe not completely, but she definitely gives off major almond mom vibes, honestly. Yeah, absolutely. With how much she loves and protects her own aesthetic, she definitely has that kind of calculated lifestyle.
So you're saying she always carries exactly 4 almonds with her, chews them strictly on a schedule, and tracks her water intake down to the milliliter on her phone? While Justin seems like the exact type of guy who sneaks out to McDonald's for a Big Mac and a Coke just to have an excuse to skip work, he's pretty chaotic overall. Though he didn't have an easy life either, but we already covered that in our second Moorland Morning episode. Go check it out if you're interested in Justin's backstory. Don't miss it, it's super interesting.
Every NPC's life is interesting once you scratch the surface, I think.
By the way, Nova, did you know that Loretta's horse is a Dutch warm blood named Bartok?
The name rings a bell, but I forgot the breed. Good thing you mentioned it. I think it's a solid, elegant choice.
It suits her, though a Frisian might fit her vibe even better.
Justin will buy her one once he finally proposes. A beautiful one. And Loretta will become a world champion.
Absolutely, and I want to ask our YouTube viewers too. What do you guys think about Loretta? When you first started playing Star Stable, did you hate her too, or did you instantly like this confident, slightly sassy attitude? Do you think there was ever a massive Bobcats versus Bulldogs showdown between Epona and Moorland? And do you think she and Justin actually make a good couple? Or does Justin need someone completely different? Let us know down below in the comments because we love reading your theories.
That's right. Don't hold back. Hit the comment section and bring on your wildest theories. But that's all for today's NIMF, our NPC is My Friend segment. We hope you'll look at Loretta through a slightly different lens next time you ride past her in Moorland while she's rocking that pink BC jacket.
Yeah, give her a chance. Maybe she'll actually smile at you one day. But now that we've thoroughly analyzed the Moorland soap opera, let's completely shift gears. Let's see what the next big topic is for today's episode, because the best is yet to come. Nova, what's next on the agenda?
All right, Waverly, buckle up properly and hold onto your seat, because something is coming that is guaranteed to trigger the first SSO World War. And the best part is, we are going to cause this global conflict ourselves. Well, mostly me, in fact. Get ready, because with this statement, I am finally writing myself into the history books of Jorvik, and I am going to be incredibly famous. Though it's also highly possible I might die a martyr's death by public stoning from the angry mob. And I think the furious community will lead me in chains before a separate, Helsinki-style international tribunal to answer for my words.
Oh my God, Jesus, what are you getting into again? I can't even begin to imagine what on earth could warrant such a punishment, or why an international court would need to assemble right on the borders of Moorland. What kind of war are you trying to start?
Well, wait a second. Let me not get ahead of myself, but I guarantee that after this rant, we will be dominating the Star Stable subreddit on Reddit for days. So I've named this topic in my own little mental notebook. Retro vibe versus new vibe, or the persistent disease of level 20+ players. Of course, I must immediately add that if the shoe doesn't fit, don't wear it. But I am absolutely convinced that there are plenty of candidates for this on the servers.
Oh boy, I think I have a vague idea of what you're hinting at. But please, explain it in full detail, because this sounds incredibly exciting. Seriously though, after this video drops, you might need to change your name and urgently look for a new address before they track you down in the caves of Epona.
So the thing is, this phenomenon is observed almost exclusively among veteran characters above level 20. Since historically and numerically, they are the ones who actually possess the tools required for this visual assault. In reality, the process looks something like this. I just completely innocently log into the game after a long day, peacefully traveling between beautiful areas, enjoying the new textures, the nice background music, and suddenly, like a dark ghost from the past, pure horror flashes past me. I instantly slam the brake button all the way down. My horse's hooves literally throw sparks against the gravel, and the cloud of dust rising behind us is as massive as a dramatic Hollywood movie scene. My breath completely caught, my heart was beating in my throat, and I was simply left speechless with shock. Suddenly, I turned pale in my girlish confusion, and having missed the perfect moment due to the shock, I slowly turned around in my saddle to get a better look at this bizarre scene. I was thinking, are my eyes playing tricks on me? Surely it's just fatigue messing with me, I thought to myself. And recovering slowly from the visual shock, I continued my journey at a moderate pace. But still, deep down inside, I was left with an incredibly strange, disturbing feeling. My thoughts racing anxiously through my head. And then, at that very moment, it happened again. Something I couldn't even believe with my own eyes.
Oh my God! Nova, seriously, are you telling us an interactive horror story by the campfire right now? Or are we actually talking about the game? You're genuinely starting to scare me.
Wait a moment, please. Wait, just wait until the very end. Even now, I can clearly feel this strange, shivering sensation in my body. Doubt and absolute incomprehension washing over me. So right then and there, I saw another one. It looked very similar to the first monstrosity, but this one looked a bit different. Yet, it still left a deeply terrible, unforgettable trauma in me. Fortunately, this second specimen wasn't as unbelievably fast as its predecessor, so at least I had time to carefully examine it, piece by piece, as it stood there like an eyesore, provoking me right in front of me on the road. Then it slowly caught up to me and leisurely passed into the distance. The sight guaranteed a truly out-of-this-world, paranormal experience. I honestly thought there was something neurologically wrong with me or that my graphics card had broken down. Finally, after some internal debate and self-reassurance, I arrived at Fort Pinta, where I ultimately had a total breakdown because I saw them again and again and again. And the worst part is, they always appeared in a different shape or form.
But what on earth are you talking about? I beg you. Don't torture me any longer. Just spill the beans already. What was it?
The old-timers mindlessly bathing in the sea of the retro experience, riding on their first-generation, blocky-headed horses from at least 11 years ago. Those models that have such an incredibly stiff, stick-like movement, as if they were stepping forward on some cheap springs, while nodding their heads like those tacky bobblehead dog decorations on old car dashboards. These poor animals practically cracked the Jorvik asphalt with their hooves, slamming their legs onto the ground with every single step. And the icing on the cake was when they tried to turn. While turning, defying all existing anatomical rules, all four of their legs literally got caught in an X shape.
You can't be serious? I don't believe it. That is actually so true. I can completely picture this disaster in my mind right now.
Oh yes, I am deadly serious. But you know what the most terrible part is? That alone is nothing. That's not even all of it. Because right next to it, directly next to it, come those matching tack sets, sitting with their hunched characters on something that looks almost completely flat, not ergonomic at all, far from resembling an actual saddle. Every single existing contradicting color of the rainbow was on them at the same time, just piled up. The whole composition was as blinding as the midday desert sun, and my eyes were literally dazzling and tearing up. But I guarantee you, no longer from delight or aesthetic pleasure. Waverly and their clothes. Those moth-eaten, Zaraviz old pieces from the deep dark corners of the closet that a normal person wouldn't even donate to a virtual rag collector.
Wow, you are being highly serious right now, Nova. You've completely transformed. But seriously, did this visual terrorism affect you that deeply on a spiritual level?
No, much, much worse. Currently, I am forced to mobilize every single bit of my self-control and polite manners combined just to be able to talk about this in public in such a civilized, censored, and sophisticated manner. Because if I completely let myself go, believe me, I could describe the situation in a much harsher, rawer, and more expressive way from my own perspective.
I am absolutely sure of that absolute truth, knowing your tongue. Well then, don't spare us. Tell us more about this trauma. We are listening intently.
But completely honestly, let's talk about this seriously. The situation is absolutely understandable and acceptable up to the point that old clothes, old horse tacks, and the old horses themselves preserve beautiful memories from the past. There is nothing wrong with that, as I myself have bought plenty of them over the years. I also have Kismilyo Ezer Avo models sitting deep in my own stable. They are the type where they all look almost identical. You can't even tell which breed is which just by looking at them, and the truth only comes out if you separately open poor horse's character sheet. But no, my soul simply wouldn't allow it. I wouldn't have the nerve to jump around today's modern, beautifully updated Jorvik on such an 11-year-old, pixelated, blocky model. Of course, all my respect goes to such dedicated, hardcore retro players, because it really is amazing that, even after such a long time, they are so determined and active on the servers, doing quests daily, hanging out in clubs, and even attending championships with these wonders. But let's stop for a second.
I understand, of course. I completely get what you mean, and I feel it. The thing is, personally, I might not be as fatally and dramatically shocked by this sight as you are, but my brain would probably short-circuit for a few minutes too, and I'd just stare blankly, wondering how on earth did they manage this? As a result of what twisted fashion ideology did the event visible before our eyes come to be? Though now that I think about it, just like you said earlier, there were several of them in one place, apparently. Couldn't it be a specifically organized retro club of this nature, where the strict concept was exactly to bring back the visual memories and atmosphere of the old days into the present, as if nothing had happened in the past decade, as if nothing had ever changed and those primitive, peaceful years were still alive in Jorvik?
I can't give you a specific club name or exact character names, But even if I knew them perfectly, I wouldn't say them in front of the cameras due to our ethical code. I don't want to witch hunt. In any case, I suspected exactly this version first, and I took a closer look at the situation, checked the profiles, and it turned out they weren't even from the same club. They were completely random, independent people, but they were hanging out in quite large numbers in one place, almost at the same time, like some unorganized, trashy parade.
Look at it this way. I am trying with all my might to say something positive or kind about this phenomenon. Because if we look behind things, they didn't really hurt anyone with this rogue action, did they? Nobody lost star coins because of it.
Well, in theory, you could look at it that way, from afar, with your eyes closed. Although I think there is a serious amount of veteran superiority and hidden condescension towards the new generation lurking behind it. Like, well, take a good look at me, newbies. When your characters didn't even exist as a thought or a plan, I was already proudly roaming the dusty roads of Jorvik. I was there. I accompanied the Soul Riders through every single good and bad moment. I fought the darkness when Fort Pinta didn't even come close to its current modern state. And indeed, we had these kinds of horses that perfectly served the purpose back then. And it was an incredibly cool, elite thing if you had any other kind of little horse in your stable besides the starter horse. That's right, learn from it.
Oh wait, so you think their vibe, their aura was a bit like that? And imagine you spoiled kids of today, that there were times when even the global chat didn't work properly in the game. Whatever you unfortunately typed into it, almost the entire thing appeared as just symbols because of the spam filter. We couldn't exchange a single meaningful word for days, but we still survived. We solved communication differently, through external programs, but serious club events were happening in the background. Life was buzzing. We came and went according to our business, and we didn't cry for comfort. Did I catch your train of thought?
Yes, perfectly. Honestly, it's exactly like that. And I would even add to their monologue. Indeed, there were times when the magic horses didn't get a special toggle button, and they only appeared in their full, magnificent colors in certain hidden locations. Everywhere else, they looked completely faded and boring. You couldn't just show off with them anywhere in the village like, oh my god, look at this unique texture. These modern horses didn't know all kinds of fancy special moves or special lying down positions. You couldn't teleport them next to you with the press of a button or a whistle, or lead them by the halter either. The modern GPS map didn't show you if you forgot your horse somewhere out in the wilderness. It stayed right where you left it. We had to memorize everything perfectly in our heads, including where we were going and where we came from, because you couldn't even leave custom markers on the mini-map. But despite the difficulties, every single quest was completed flawlessly. We always knew exactly where we were heading. We discovered the whole massive map without help. We didn't watch ready-made videos or guides on the internet about hidden spots, but we slid and climbed persistently for hours on the primitive, buggy textures of slopes and mountains just to somehow get to the other side.
I can't take it. That's it. I am completely done with you. But check this out. Let me add this to the veteran talk. Back in my day, in the hidden Dinosaur Valley, only and exclusively the special cold-resistant horses could travel at full normal speed. If you didn't have one, you were as slow as a snail and you froze. The fjord ponies, for example. Now you could really glide through the snowy landscape with those. Like the winter wind, it just cruised through the slippery ice. Not like now, where you go there with any summer thin-coated horse and speed through the snow to your heart's content. Those were truly beautiful times full of challenges, not like this soft world of today.
Well, truth be told, jokes aside, those were actually really nice things and memories. It was a beautiful and adventurous period when this island of Jorvik looked completely different. Back then, there was no talk of Mistfall, the mysterious Markhangast castle, or even Fripp, who looked much more like a strange, startled meerkat than a wise squirrel. But we loved the whole thing that way, meaning we still love this nostalgic part of the game to this day, because it's part of our youth, our shared past. Nobody can take that away.
That's very true. Those are beautiful memories.
Waverly, because that's the hard truth. You have to accept it. That old world is in the past. it's no longer like that. And fortunately, the game is developing by leaps and bounds, textures are becoming more beautiful and detailed, and the NPC characters finally got their own unique style, facial features, and their own wardrobe. Plus, their mouths finally move properly when they talk to us during quests. Do you still remember when the poor NPCs couldn't even speak properly, and they just constantly made that weird, signature HASMO sound under the text bubbles? Well, fortunately, that era is over too. This development has to happen. Change might be painful for those who feel nostalgic sometimes, but it's absolutely necessary for survival. Also, since I'm on a roll talking, let me go slightly off topic because I want to mention a very important economic matter that bothers and frustrates me personally much more in everyday life. Let's clarify the situation. In the past, we could choose between two types of lifetime memberships. There was a cheaper version that just included the game itself without any weekly allowance, and there was the more expensive one that came with weekly star coins. Well, that cheaper package was completely discontinued, and nowadays only the more expensive version is available. But the craziest part, 10 years ago, when I started the game, we were already receiving exactly 100 SC per week alongside that more expensive membership. And that amount hasn't changed by a single coin since then, despite inflation and the rising prices of the packages themselves. Meanwhile, the prices of horses are already sky high. A better model costs 900 to 950 SC. I think it would be much fairer and more realistic if we received at least 200 SC per week now. Because in the current system, an average player literally has to wait 9 to 10 weeks, or almost 2.5 months, just to afford a single horse. Fortunately, I can afford to buy the larger and more favorable SC bundle packages from the webshop, so I don't rely on the continuous weekly waiting. But very many young people or other players only have this fixed weekly SC allowance to manage. And every single paying star rider absolutely deserves to have beautiful and modern horses in their stable. Beautiful horses for every star rider.
You are completely right. I agree with that 100%. And this issue has been bothering me for a long time too. If you think about it, horses, clothes, equipment, but even a simple saddle already costs almost twice as much in Jorvik shops as it used to. Yet our weekly fixed allowance simply doesn't grow. It's stubbornly stuck. Even if they raised it to 200, let's face it, it would still take 4 to 6 weeks of persistent saving just for the price of one horse. And we haven't even said a word about wanting to buy a cute companion pet to go with the horse, a matching new outfit set, a cool hairstyle, or nice makeup for your character. Sure, there are collectible Jorvik shillings in the game as an alternative currency, but we know very well that you can't buy everything with them by a long shot. However, the positive side of it might be that it makes you think 1,000 times better about what you spend your money on. You think twice about buying a horse. You don't buy the exact same breed in 3 or 4 different colors so easily and thoughtlessly. Especially since lately, new horses have been coming out at a brutal pace in heaps. Sometimes I get the feeling that this is some hidden, pre-planned hint from the creators, like, watch out, a huge event is coming in a few weeks where at a favorable price or blatantly expensive, but we are blasting 8 different horses at you at once, so your wallet better be empty.
See, that's exactly what I'm talking about. The communication from the official sites is unfortunately quite weak and lacking sometimes. Despite everything, we love the island of Jorvik faithfully and with all our hearts. And I think I can speak on behalf of a lot of frustrated players here behind the microphone when I say to the developers, please give us a higher weekly allowance and much clearer, more straightforward communication, so we know in advance when we need to gear up and top up our star coin storage. Because we love horses, they are a defining element of our lives and daily routines. Whether it's a cool Western horse, an elegant dressage horse, an explosive jumper, or a cute pony. And we want to genuinely be happy for them when we finally get them.
That's it, Nova. Speak the words of the crowd. Guys who are watching us right now, go immediately and write down in the comment section, we want the 200 SC. If you also think it's highly overdue and fair to finally raise our weekly allowance, let us know. We here in the show absolutely and 100% agree with you on this.
However, let's head right back to the edgy trolling and fashion crimes, because that's where we left off. In short, don't get me wrong, I don't actually judge you at all, and I don't make bad remarks about who is at what level and in exactly what clothes in the game. It's just these forced, artificial trophy hunting moves, and this kind of intentional lack of taste. It causes an unbelievable amount of secondhand embarrassment in me. Personally, it's a sufficiently noble and awe-inspiring experience for me if someone just clicks on your character card and sees the raw numbers like, "Oh my god, what level is this player?" The other day, I also spotted a hardcore level 28 character in the crowd. I immediately nudged Waverly in chat to look quickly. The absolute mistress of the server appeared in person, making an appearance among us mortals. Because yes, such a high level is a respectable, serious phenomenon, even if I'm generally not a fan of conspicuously singling out anyone just because their virtual character is a higher level. But let's face it, it must feel incredibly cool and proud to honestly stand there at the top of the podium, right?
It surely is a great thing, Nova. I fully respect your enthusiasm and this fire, but to me, in everyday life, it really doesn't matter what someone's exact level is. That's not how you measure a person. This Starcoin topic got me much more excited and pumped up now. And of course, my big favorite, the Nikius as an obtainable companion pet.
Now, that would be an incredibly cool thing if we could finally officially buy our own Nikius for our saddlebags. After all, if you think about it, you can get a Mar completely normally. There's Günther and Jürgen, as we named them among ourselves for fun in the background. Well, they are some very sweet, adorable little rascals. The way they kick with their little legs, jump around in the bag, blink widely with their big eyes, and yawn cutely in the sun. They're like some strange, hybrid little cat-owl-moth mixes. At least, that's what they look like to me the most.
Yes, our Günther Core video recently presented this chaotic, lovable nature of theirs very well and faithfully on the platform, with the letter T and a black video viewer. Also, our shorter, fast-paced contents are all out on the page already, like our multi-part, detailed, explanatory series about in-game skills. That topic, by the way, will soon be coming here to the main channel as well, backed up with specific tax sets, stats, and precise explanations so you can take home the victory at championships with a much higher chance and confidence.
And as for our instant weekly blogs, I hope you all know exactly where and on what platform to find them. There you can take a slightly deeper look behind the scenes, into our daily lives. Every week we show you a few exclusive pictures we snapped during the background work, editing, and recording of the funniest, most brutal buggy moments, or just our currently fully trained horses. Plus, here on the blog, you can grab more tax set inspirations for your daily writing, because every single piece is clearly visible in the photos. Also, you can find out firsthand the reason if a video happens to be delayed, or if the weekly schedule unexpectedly changes, what is currently planned, and you can even write us a private message directly if you want to ask something.
That's right, quite serious changes have been taking place in the background. Currently, we are working constantly and at full throttle to make this whole experience visually and content-wise as professional and enjoyable for you as possible. In this spirit, we are coming up with completely new shows and concepts, with their own unique categories and custom names, where you will see countless exciting episodic series in the future. Among them is a show where we go through the so-called professional theories and myths circulating in the Jorvik community point by point. For example, ones like the sad but eternal question, is a sad horse in reality also slower than a maximally happy brushed horse? Or whether the professional, hardcore championship players are actually just jumping around constantly all over the track as an annoying, distracting element, or if there is a serious technical reason for it. We are also bringing you short lore stories about important characters, and a completely self-inspired, secret piece of content is also currently in the making. But let that remain a big surprise for now. I can reveal this much in advance. The Halloween holiday will have a serious connection to it, at least in part.
And if there's any specific thing, idea, or topic you would like to see from us in the next episodes, you now know exactly where to find the comment section. Feel free to let us know your ideas because we will make everything happen if possible. For example, the video about the stat sets was also requested by a very kind commenter of ours on the Tick and Talk platform. But if it's more convenient, feel free to let us know your ideas on Instagram too. We are everywhere.
All right, Nova, let's look at the latest news before we wrap up today's episode. I'm checking the Star Stable official website right now on my screen. Let's see. The festival's 4th week, it says here. Ria's bringing a little tropical vibe to the Beach Bonanza Festival with her brand new tropical inflatable race. We tried it. The training loop got bigger. But honestly, last week's shark race is still much cooler.
Exactly. The shark race is unbeatable, but look further down. This is where my heart skipped a beat. New Andalusian. Welcome a new color variation of the Andalusian. This color variation is here to stay forever. Available for 700 Vosche star coins at the Jorvik stables. I am absolutely, completely in love with this horse.
I knew it! It looks stunning. Did you go for the bundle?
Oh, I absolutely did. I bought the summer beach bundle they are running at the top of the page. It gives you 6,500 star coins and 2 full outfits. The set it comes with, well, it's okay. It passes as one. But the horse itself makes up for everything.
6,500 star coins is a massive stack. What else does the article say?
There is a reminder that the championship ranking season ends on June 30th. And look at this. Recruit a Friend reward. Nai Amar. The previous Recruit a Friend season reward is now available in the game. Found in the global store in Cloud Kingdom for 450 star coins. Now, this is a very small update for me because I already have the green Mar on my account from the friend referral system back in the day. But hey, if someone missed it, it's there. Next week is the final week of the festival anyway, so we'll be partying all day.
Exactly, guys. Thanks for listening. Don't forget, when you're riding through Moorland, wave at Loretta and save up those star coins wisely. Take care of yourselves and your horses, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye, everyone.
Bye-bye.
By the way, guys, before we go any further, we want to address a quick behind-the-scenes detail. As you can probably tell, we are using AI voice technology to bring Nova and Waverly to life in this podcast.
Exactly. And we want to be completely transparent about it. Some people might think using AI voices is just a shortcut, but in reality, all the hard work behind this channel is 100% done by us. Writing the texts, the scripts, creating the visual world, choosing the topics, the research, the deep dive gaming theories, and the hours of editing in CapCut are all entirely our own work.
Right. Think of it as a professional production tool. Even major Hollywood movies like Top Gun: Maverick used AI to recreate Val Kilmer's voice. And Disney uses it for legendary characters like Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. Even the Beatles finished their final song using AI audio technology.
So, using these voices is simply our way of keeping the unpredictable chaos of the real world exactly where it belongs, outside. It gives us the freedom to bypass noisy environments, avoid the limits of physical studio spaces, and deliver crystal clear, confident English content straight to your ears.
Exactly. The mortal realm can be surprisingly loud and uncooperative sometimes. But thanks to this tech, we can focus entirely on what matters most, giving you guys the best, most honest, and entertaining star-stable content possible. So sit back, enjoy the vibe, and let's get back to the show.
Okay, a quick peek behind the curtain. Time to focus on the blunders, not just the precision.